Hi, and welcome to TorahFamilyLiving.com. This is day 2 in our daily writing of Scripture, and a time that we take a few moments and look at the theme that's been laid out for this month for us to explore, and that theme is My Identity in Yeshua. We're going to start here on day 2 in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 7 through 10. Join me as we read through this. I need to back up just a little bit. In verse 6, he says, He favored us in the beloved, in Messiah. So it's the Father through the beloved Yeshua, in whom, verse 7, in whom we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of trespasses, according to the riches of His favor, which He has lavished on us in all wisdom and insight, having made known to us the secret of His desire according to His good pleasure, which He purposed in Him, to administer at the completion of time, to gather together in one all in Messiah, both which are in the heavens and which are on earth. Well, there's some really cool stuff here when you think about it. We see the whole picture where the Father, before the foundation of the earth, in conversation with Yeshua, they devised a plan. We saw that in day 1. And in this plan is that through Messiah Yeshua and His blood that was shed, which is the only thing that can cleanse someone and redeem them to bring them back into right relationship with God, Yeshua provided that for us, that we could see and have and participate in being redeemed. And not just redeemed, but to have all of our trespasses be forgiven us. That is huge when you think about it. And then he talks about how he's going to do this. It's according to the riches of His favor. Now, when you think of riches, you think of, well, having enough to buy what you want when you want to, and it doesn't matter what it is, and there's no pressure whatsoever. So when we look at the richness of His favor, and we see how He wants to lavish on us so many wonderful things, sometimes one of the most difficult questions that we ask ourselves is, why did God love me so much that He sent His Son to die for me? Yeshua died and paid the penalties for my sins, the crimes that I did against the Father. Why does He love me that much? Why did they devise a plan? We're really insignificant. We're created from the very soil in which we walk on, and it is the Ruach's breath that's in us. The Father breathed in us, we became a living being. That Ruach HaKodesh that gives us life. Why did He do that for us? Why did He care? Well, Joel gives us the answer here. It may seem kind of oblique, if you will, or just a blanket answer, but if you delve into it and you really start looking at these passages of Scriptures, this is really profound. In verse 9, he says, having made known to us the secret of His desire, God's secret. Why did He do all this? Why this mysterious plan before the foundation of the earth? Why this idea of a blood sacrifice where blood had to be shed? Why all of this here? And it covers every gamut of who Yahweh is and the characteristics as far as being holy and righteous and just and being righteous in pouring out His anger and the purification process and all that He does. But it doesn't stop there. He talks about the secret desire according to His good pleasure which He purposed in Him. It pleased the Father that the plan that they have created met every single small detail that the Father needed to have to appease the redemption process so that we could be in relationship with Him. And surprisingly enough, listen to what it says here in verse 10, that in Yeshua, that He purposed all things to administer at the completion of time, to gather together in one, all in Messiah, both which are in the heavens and which are on the earth, in Him. His desire, the secret desire that God has, is that we stop rebelling against Him and come and be in His presence. It goes right back to Genesis chapter 3 in the cool of the evening when Yahweh comes down to walk in the midst of the garden and calls out to Adam and Eve, Adam, Eve, where are you? I'm here. And they had sinned. That sin had separated them. God had already made a plan so that they could be redeemed. Not only them, but all of their descendants, you and I, could receive this redemption. Why? Because that's what He wants. He desires more than anything else. And it's no secret anymore. He makes it crystal clear in His Word. I want to be your God, and I want you to be my people. Anybody want to? Say, I do. And then follow hard after Him. Well, that's my thoughts for today. I hope they've encouraged you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Until tomorrow, blessings.